Wow, that's a really bright light in my eye. Hey there, it's Walt.
And it's Anne.
And today we're going to talk about the thing that will always sorely disappoint.
What would that be, Walt?
Well, I think today we're going to talk about motivation. How was your motivation for running?
Sucks.
Hold on there. How's your motivation now?
It's not improved.
No?
Not at all.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It's all right. It's got some moisture in the air. It's dark. There's no moon. It's warm enough. It's okay. But my body is achy today.
Motivation now, Ian.
What the hell? Does that answer it? What the hell? That's no motivation. In it. There's no motivation. Who's in it?
So it's still dark. We're about.
And it's windy. I don't know if anyone can hear us.
I know it's about. I don't know. We're about 5 or almost 6 miles into this run, and it's still pretty dark. I was telling you about the article I saw in the Wall Street Journal the other day about motivation and how, as people have moved into 2021, leaders and bosses and managers, they're not feeling motivated. Their motivation is flagging. And it was talking about remedies for that. And perhaps one remedy was positive thinking. And I don't know, you could do a lot of positive thinking this morning. It would still be
Dark and,
was,
and blowy and kind of rainy and
It
not like anything I really feel like doing. I really don't feel like doing this today.
yeah,
Like, today's not my day.
So if it's not motivation, because we haven't picked up any motivation yet today.
Not really.
So what gets you out the door?
So for me, I mean, number one, habit, and number two, if I didn't go out the door, you'd bite my heels. But like that, like just kidding. I mean, I'm kidding because I'd still be out the door. But it's like running and the running habit for me is what gave me self-esteem years ago. And it's what makes me feel, it manages how I feel during the day. Like I feel solid during the day. Like some people take tranquilizers, which is totally cool. And I take running. And if I didn't run for a few days, like I would be struggling more. I'm feeling the stress of the environment, the current environment, but like I would be so bad off if I weren't running. So it's because I know what it does for me. I like it's anchored in what this habit does for me and my emotional well-being.
Yeah, and for me, I remember back when we did our very first marathon training together. We say only half jokingly that when we got together, you said, honey, if I'm going to do that mountain climbing shit, you're going to become a distance runner. We did our first marathon training together, and by the time we were done, I loved the level of fitness and how I felt and how alive I felt and how focused and on fire I felt because of how that level of training just I felt good in my body.
Yeah, it's who you become in the process. It's like, it's not the thing. It's who you become in the making of the thing.
Yeah. So I never wanted to give that up. And so, it became that's what mattered to me. I health and wellness so matters to me, and it's that mattering, that purpose, that want, that drive that gets me out the door in the morning.
Do you know what matters to me now?
What's that?
What really matters to me now? Can you guess?
Well, when we're in this spot, nobody can see this spot, but it's a spot that we often stop and have conversations. Usually by this spot, you're motivated by breakfast and
I
coffee.
am motivated by breakfast and coffee right now.
All right.
I am.
All right,
I'm motivated by that.
Let's seize on that motivation for now.
All right.
So you're looking like you feel a little bit more motivated.
I feel motivated now.
Yeah, and you clean up pretty good
Thank
too.
you. Thank you. I'm doing exactly what I feel like doing.
Yes, that's good.
Exactly
That's
what
good.
I feel like doing right now.
So, yeah, I don't think we ever got motivated on that run.
You were perky.
Well, I
ever
got
perky.
perkier, but motivated would not be the word.
No.
So I think the lesson that we really want to share, I think the idea that we really want to share is that if you rely on motivation, you will always be sorely disappointed, because motivation is elusive, it's fleeting, it's not reliable.
And it's usually caffeine generated for me. No, motivation is like caffeine generated. You're like,
Well,
let's go, yeah. But it's
yeah.
only because I've had 3 cups of coffee and it's just not even true.
and then it dissipates and it's
Yeah.
gone. So you can't, if you want to do something, if something matters, then you got to be fueled by something other than motivation, other than positive thinking. And I think as we were talking about it this morning, the idea is that you actually have to connect with why it really matters. What you're doing, it's got to matter at some level to you, at some deep level, why it matters, connecting there. And then
I think it's more anchoring. It's like when the result, the big result is anchored in, you just do it. You know the pieces, parts, and you just do the daily habits.
Well, and I think you said that earlier today about habits. After you've anchored in why something matters, and you've made the decision, and you make the decision once. You don't revisit the decision. You make the decision once, and then it's just something you do, like brushing your teeth. You don't revisit that decision every day. It's just something that you do. And so it's interesting, particularly this time of year, as we get into the year, to see, how you go the distance with your resolutions and motivation and positive thinking. And, all of that's interesting, but it really isn't what takes you the distance. So anchoring it in and dialing in the habits.
And not letting yourself off. Just do it.
Just
do it.
And then come back and
have coffee.
It's
really good. It's better. Coffee's better after you do what you need to do.
Make it a great rest of the day, great rest of the week. Talk soon.